the past few weeks, we've been talking with Evans & Evans Real Estate on Real Estate Today about finding that home. Well, once you find that home that you want to buy, there's some other things you got to take into consideration. And right now we're talking with Landon Morrison. And Landon, appreciate you taking some time out with us today.
Thank you so much.
But let's talk about that, folks. They've gone, they've done their due diligence, and they've found that home they want to make an offer on. What's that next step?
The next step is going in and putting in that offer. You know, a lot of times people are a little bit nervous because the market is very hot.
Right.
It's definitely a seller's market right now. So we want to make sure that we can come in with a competitive offer and win that house.
So how do you figure out? I mean, let's say that I was going to buy this home or any home, and let's say that, how do you figure out what your offer should be?
Well, there's a lot of things that go into that, Chris. One thing that you definitely want to understand is the popularity of that home.
Right.
You know, is there a lot of people that are looking in that same area? Is it a place that there's a ton of activity? You want to make sure that you know, this home is the one that is right for you.
And does the condition of the home affect your offer? I mean, I know you want to take a look around and check things out, but talk about that. Is the condition a big factor?
Yes, because you've got to figure in, you know, as far as the home for you, is there repairs that you need to do?
Right.
Are there different things that you wanted to add on to that home a little bit later? So a lot of that plays into the initial offer.
And you mentioned it there briefly, but the area the home is in. That is a big consideration when you're actually in the process of finding a home, is finding the area. Is the area, I mean, it may be an area you want to live in, or it may be just on the edge of somewhere you want to live. Does the area affect that offer as well?
It does a bit. You know, you want to make sure that that you are in a place that you're comfortable with your family, and that you know, you can see yourself living in there for a long time.
Now, when you come in and you're going to make that offer, do you try to find out if there are other offers out already made on that home? And what do you do then?
Well, first of all, you want to lean on your real estate agent.
Right.
So a good realtor is going to reach out to that other agent, find out information that may not be in that listing. They're also going to see if there's more people that are interested in there. Right. And it may be a situation, Chris, where you've got multiple offers on that home already. So you've got to make sure that you've done your homework and you've prepared accordingly.
And you got to be competitive with those other offers.
Yes, and you know, sometimes, you know, when we think about our new home, we think that, hey, you know, we want to get that great deal, and sometimes people get heartbroken because it is such a competitive market right now. If you're not coming with a good, strong, firm offer, then you may not win that home.
Now, we're looking around this home. There's some beautiful items in here, furniture and everything. Yes. Should you take that into consideration when you're making your offer? If there's items that you see in the house that you would like to have included in the price of the home?
In some cases, yes. You know, if it's a homeowner that's moving and the furniture may not be something that they want to take, but you also have to consider that you want to make that offer as clean and as easy as possible, because the last thing you want is a couch or a piece of furniture to keep you from getting your dream home.
Right. You don't want that to stand in the way.
Exactly.
And let's talk about the, you know, you have to, a lot of folks, you know, they're in the process of buying a new home, but they have to get rid of the home that they're in right now.
Yes.
That is a consideration too before you make that offer, is being able to sell your home first.
Yes, and you want to make sure that you're dealing with a realtor that's going to take care of you and that is going to take all those considerations in before making that offer, because that is going to be a contingency inside of that offer.
And I was going to ask you about that. When you make an offer, you got a contract, and you've gotten that far, there are contingencies you got to take care of.
Oh yes, yes. You got to make sure that, you know, with that contingency, that you make sure the other agent knows and the seller, and we have to agree with that contingency included. And sometimes it works out great, and then sometimes, you know, it could be something to keep you from being able to buy that home.
Right. Sometimes you just got to check out some other property is, and that's where Evans & Evans comes out. You can help there as well.
Oh yes, yeah. We'll always be able to find different homes for you, something that's going to fit you and your family, and we look forward to helping anybody that we can.
And bottom line here, what's your best advice for being prepared to make an offer on a home?
Working with a realtor. I mean, you want to have someone that's going to work for you. There's a lot of different things that need to be taken into consideration, and you want someone that is going to go in there and fight for you. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to lose that home over something simple and small, or someone not doing something correctly. So go with a realtor.
All right. And great realtors are Evans & Evans. Landon, appreciate you taking some time with us today. Some great, I learned some stuff today.
Great.
All right. Some great information there. Once you find that home, getting ready to make that offer, contact Evans & Evans first. That is Evans & Evans Real Estate. And coming up in just a few moments, we're going to take a look at this beautiful home that we're in here today. It is up for sale. It could be yours.